They see me rolling. You okay, baby?
No, I'm pouting.
Why are you pouting?
My tooth hurts.
Your tooth hurts. I'm sorry.
Plus now I gotta rewire that stupid shop.
Why? Talk to Mark?
Yeah. That place don't catch on fire.
Well, thank God we...
Pickers is here first.
Yeah, he was sending me a message earlier asking me.
Then Chaton, then Mud Pie.
What's
then
up,
Vina,
Mimo?
Then
Karen's here. Mark, I haven't heard from you, man.
Then the woman that doesn't love me anymore. Then Heather. Then Kiwi. Then Mark.
Kiwi, you're another one I hadn't heard. Wait, well, I did get an email from you this morning about the sweatshirt.
Then David.
Seemed like David had a question yesterday about something, and he...
Announcing everybody that comes in the room, don't interrupt me, please.
No, he had a question about something yesterday, and I can't remember what it was.
I like David because David has lots of questions.
Yes. He's very...
super cool. He pays attention, not like some people that just want to talk, like Mama Cat. Just talks in my chat. She don't pay attention to anything.
That's not true. She takes
so
notes.
True. She don't take no notes.
Yes, she does. I bet she has a notebook full.
No, she doesn't.
Bet she
No,
does.
she
Bet she does.
No.
You know she's gonna post a picture on Instagram later.
Lost dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him either.
Little jumpy there. Oh, you gonna protect your arm? One of the many uses for the Big Bear Homestead hoodie. Protect your arm from your wife when she tries to pinch you. Don't buy it for that reason. It doesn't work.
Okay, I'm gonna pinch your boob.
What's up?
Amy.
Behave, Jason.
I don't like Tommy either. Tommy, your boys put up one heck of a fight last night.
Yeah, they did. I don't like you either, Jason. I only come here to see Robin.
I don't care. Cases are here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Pamela Newberry.
Hey, Pamela. Pamela, I'll be getting in touch with you this week
Laura,
about the membership class. Soap making. Wife is watching. There you go. Okay. Good. That's what it was. About the her little e-course.
Yes.
That she does.
Yep.
Great game. I slept well. Yeah.
Now it comes down to us. Us and Bama. Because we are the champs in the East.
East. Mm-hmm. Made it for the full class. I'm so glad to see that, Mary.
I can't wait for Georgia and LSU to play.
I know. I think it's next year. I think Blaze said they're playing next year.
Ecuador Homestead, what's going on?
Is that right?
I don't know.
UGA schedule 2018. I think so. I do think we play them next year. Yes, we play them next year, October 13th.
Where?
The weekend of the conference, baby! Woo! How awesome would that be? It's going to be at LSU.
Oh.
He said thanks for letting him borrow your hat last night.
No problem.
Okay, going to another tab so I won't be able to see comments.
Me and Tommy both are going to be walking around the conference with the radio in our ear.
In your ear. Yep.
Okay, Amy. Amy, I have a request. Me and Tommy, side by side next year.
Hi from both of us. Donna is crocheting. She's crotcheting.
Oh, so she's too good to come in now? All right.
No, she's in here. She's listening. He's just typing.
You know what? So, I guess she's crotcheting like this, huh?
Love you, Mama.
Right now she doing this.
Oh, you won't have time to listen to the game. Crack of the whip. Whoop-ah! Oh, Lord.
Oh, I'll be able to listen to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing my luck, though, it'll be on right about the time I'm up there speaking.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
And I'm going to be talking, listening to the game, then I'll be like, yeah!
Do you really want to start with me? You succeeded. You got her to drop the crochet needle. Good job.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh,
Suburban.
Oh, no, you didn't. Bedtime over here at 7 o'clock. Ooh, thanks for the idea.
What idea? So, Amy, I think you and Mark need to come down for a week.
Why?
So you can help me wire my shop.
Yeah. Yeah, while we're waiting for everybody to come in, go ahead and tell everybody about that lovely find today.
I sent him a picture. Is there a way for me to pull the picture up and put it up here?
I don't know.
You're no good. I'll do it this way then. Boop. Where my main man, Mike. Boop. Mark. So, I was going to put in another electrical outlet in my shop for my new... Oh, no, I texted it.
I just saw that picture again.
My new,
table.
So I'm really sick of him sending me pictures like this. It's just getting old. For my grinding station that I've got.
Mm-hmm.
And, this is what I found when I opened up the breaker box in my shop.
You got like 2% left on your phone. Oh, Lordy.
No, it's just as bad.
You can kind of see it there.
That's what I looked at. And yes, that is bare copper wire. So don't ask me how we were able to take the cover off and not get shocked, because when I put my volt tester up to it and touched the box, it was hot.
Like really hot. Like hot.
The only thing that I can think of, and I don't know, maybe Mark can correct me on this, is because the box being like this, sitting on some wood, that when we grabbed just the sides, we weren't.
You were barely touching it, maybe.
No, I think we might not have been grounded, so that's why we didn't get shocked.
Oh.
And grounded might not be the word. We might not have been completing the circuit.
The circuit. I gotcha.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. That was pretty bad.
Yeah. So. Okay, so we got about 36 folks in here. So before we let Mama get started, let's take a minute. A moment of silence. Let's stop everything in the chat box. And let's have a moment of silence. And y'all just privately say a prayer for Texas. Okay? That's a long delay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You want to pray?
No, go ahead. You're the man in the house.
Oh, thank you. Father God, we come to you tonight, and we ask that you be with the families of the victims in the great state of Texas, Lord. They suffered a great tragedy today. Lord, we ask that your will be done with the families and the community there in Texas. Lord, we ask for quick healing. Lord, we know there's never going to be any true understanding into why this individual felt he needed to do what he's done. But Lord, we just ask for peace and healing in the community in Texas, Lord, and do your will, Lord, and strengthen that community so that way those people are not afraid to come into your house of worship. Lord, we ask for you to be with our nation. Lord, help us turn back to you where our nation is focused on you. I ask all of this in your Son's name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So, guys, thank you for that. And this is a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that was kind of rough. Yeah, it's kind of hard to follow that. But I'll tell you, we're gonna.
oh, there's a name we haven't seen in a while.
Stacy, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Robin, I need a strong diuretic. You need lemon, even frankincense. Frankincense is a good diuretic as well.
Robbie Moore, there was a mass shooting in Texas.
At a church.
At a church. Some guy got out of his car, opened fire in front of the church, went around to the side of the church, and then walked in the church.
How many are they?
Right now they're saying approximately 26. 26 are dead, more wounded. So.
Oh, that's heart-wrenching. 26.
Yeah.
Dad on YouTube.
YouTube.
I love it.
YouTube. Hey, Dad.
Kidney stones. Yeah, definitely lemon.
Lemon.
Lemon is fantastic.
Okay.
Love the lemon. Oh. Green Gables says her brother, his family, her aunt, and several cousins live just minutes from that church. Oh. That's crazy. It just goes to show you, you guys, people, you never ever know what's going to happen. I mean, it's just, there's no, we're not guaranteed. Let's see, what else? Great for any of the citruses. Are good diuretics. Let's see. We're just getting into the oils, trying to help my niece. Well, let me tell you, you came to a good class. We actually have talked about this oil, but most of you who have been with us for a while know that about this time last year, we were fighting tooth and nail with the cable company to get the service that we were paying for.
That you were praying for?
We were praying for, yeah.
I honestly think that it's because of the oil. Jason, may I post a link to my PDF? No need to sign up. I just want it to be available.
Yes, for the crisis stuff.
Yes, please do.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Please do, Tommy.
San Antonio, what's his name in San Antonio?
Paul?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I'll reach out to him afterwards. But I mean, San Antonio. It was not in San Antonio. It was a small town on the outside of
Sutherland Springs.
Yeah. So I got to talk to my boy. I got to talk to 2 out of my 3 homies today.
Oh, 2 out of 3?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. Not bad at all.
I got to talk to Cornbread John.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I'm not talking to him anymore.
Why?
Did you see the pictures of the deer he sent me?
No.
Yeah. I'm not talking to him anymore. And he talking about, oh, come on. I told him, I said, I ain't talking to you no more. Don't text me. Don't call me. Nothing. And he's like, oh, come on, man. I'll let you shoot that little 8-point. I mean, they're like.
Yeah, he's San Antonio. I thought so. That was bothering me.
I mean, some of these deer can't turn their head.
Weighs so much, huh?
Yeah.
Can you see me? My chat went blank.
Yes,
we
I can see
you.
I can see you, mommy. And yeah, so I'm like, don't even talk to me. Come on. And then he sent me a picture of his deer stand where it's an old school bus.
I know, I saw that. I did see that part.
Man, come on. You be in there with a spear chucking it and killing the deer. Deer for days.
Well, that means we need to plan a trip.
And then my real friend Mark.
I
tell you what, friends like these.
Who needs enemies, right?
Send me a picture of one of his buddies up there that killed this big deer. I was only like 3 miles from my house.
Is that how he really sounds, or is that
he's
just your rendition?
He's sounding that way in my head right now. But Mark sent me a funny one the other day. And he sent me a picture of a nail gun and said, "This is the only gun I'm gonna be holding."
Again, I ask, is that how he sounds when he really says it? I don't know.
Up here. Up there, that's how he sounds.
All right, so we got about 45 in here. So we about a year ago we did a class on this oil, but our internet service was so horribly bad that we tried to do it twice, and both times, 2 weeks in a row, it was just so bad. It kept cutting in and out, cutting in and out.
Like
So we decided that we would redo Frankincense.
And if we have issues with our internet tonight, that will
solidify
that it's not our internet provider, that it is.
Who is it?
Satan.
Oh, wow.
You don't want you talking about this oil, because when you talk about this oil, you also talk about God.
Listen to this. Mary says, you just need to follow my aunt. She's hit 2 deer in a week. Driving. Okay, so yeah, we're going to talk about frankincense. Of course, frankincense is a very powerful oil. It has so many different properties. I'm not feeling the love. Are you, Mark? It's a love-hate relationship. Yes, it's frankincense. We're going to talk about frankincense today. So we're going to do a throwback Sunday.
I could have went deer hunting.
Really? Really? No, it's dark. You can't be hunting right now. We turned back the clocks and can't do that now. Okay, so.
Oh, I can go buy an infrared scope.
So some of you know this.
Probably like $60,000.
We have some new ones in here that may not. So I'm going to kind of go over this as if we haven't learned about it. Frankincense is an oil that can be used. Tell John I didn't even send the picture of the big buck yet.
Look, we're friends, but I ain't scared to time y'all out. I'm not scared to do it, not one bit. Just ask Wayne from Wayne's Country Living. That egg-sucking dog. I'm really mad at him.
That lost dude says it's daylight here, but he's in California, right?
Yeah.
So
They don't
like
have
4.
deer over there. They got puppies. And they know they're safe because nobody in California has guns.
Oh, wow.
Illegal.
You got Nunda and Amy just rolling right now, and I'm sure Mark's over in the corner just laughing. Okay, so let's try to get through frankincense, because now it seems like I'm not going to have to compete with the internet. I'm going to have to compete with deer talk. Deer envy.
That sounds like a good idea for a show.
Deer talk?
Deer talk.
He times me out all the time. Yeah, he starts talking about dogs with antlers. Jason, I'll send it to you when I get off YouTube.
You can't time them out then.
No.
Sorry.
All right.
As soon as you come in the next show, though.
I'll take Mark's phone away.
Take Mark's phone. Take Mark's phone.
Okay, so as far as frankincense goes, it can be used all three ways. You can use it aromatically, internally, and topically. And topically, you can use it neat, but this is one of those oils that it does benefit you to have it with some kind of a carrier oil to help spread it out and how to spread it out with the carrier oil so that you maximize the coverage and be able to use it.
See, Mama thinks she's funny, but just because she got a wrench don't mean I can't time her out too.
As far no, see, Steve, that has to be you. So, as far as any kind of contraindications or side effects, there's really not anything. It's really not. It's really not anything of notable, reports as far as any kind of contraindications. The only thing is that this oil does have emmenagogue properties, meaning that it can help start your cycle or your period. So because of that, women who are pregnant really shouldn't be using this oil. Dee said she was
I
out
read
looking
what she
at
said.
it. Oh, look, we can make fun of Jason as much as he makes fun of Short Amy.
I don't make fun of Short Amy. That is Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he did one on Facebook. That one was funny.
What about short people getting overlooked? Hey, Dee, we're so glad you're here. We hadn't seen her in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, as far as...
I did say this is sitting on a curb swinging her feet stuff.
Yes, that was last night, yeah. So, as far as what it is and how it's produced, the frankincense is actually a resin that comes from a boswellia tree. And that tree is grown mostly in the Arabian Peninsula, like in Western Oman, and then also in Somalia in in Africa. So between those two areas, what? What is so funny?
Nothing.
No, you're lying. Where is your frankincense? Is it out? It's in the house, isn't it? Yeah. Did you take your frankincense?
No, I'm missing my frankincense and my kapupa.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Text your son and tell him to bring it out here. And your battery's about to die, isn't it, on your phone?
Why does he have your phone?
Because I told him he could.
He's got a job. Make him go get his own
Mark
phone.
is a party pooper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, it's found exclusively in Somalia and also in the Arabian Peninsula. The harvest takes several months to harvest. So what happens is they go out and they have to go to remote areas where they harvest the resin from the tree. And what they have to do, there's these special knives that they actually scrape the trees and score the trees. And then this white milky substance kind of oozes out of the tree, and they leave it to harden into this resin. And as they scrape the tree, the more they scrape it, the more resin will actually, and they have to do this over a period of like 5 months. And so the people that have to do the harvesting have to go, live in areas where they're kind of like nomads for those 5 months. Lost Dude says that explains why Jason doesn't shoot deer. Frankincense repels deer. Okay, so yeah, so they cut the tree. There's 2 harvesting seasons. They do one in the beginning of the year and then one towards the end of the year. And the more that the tree is scored, the more resin comes out. And there's different colors of resin that come out, and they actually have women that sort out. One? No, purple? Like different, like there's clear, and then it goes all the way to that dark brown, like what yours looks like. Goes all the way down to different color. And so what you're saying is Jason repels deer. So anyway, frankincense can be taken. Ugh, stop. God, that's gonna make me throw up. I hate y'all. The smell of frankincense is so bad for me. Okay, Kitty, the resin frankincense I got, is that more like an incense, or can I do something else with it? So the resin is what they use to make the essential oil. They steam distill that, and that's where they get the oil from. Stop. You will make me throw up.
I'm not doing anything.
Then point your face that way.
I don't want to look how beautiful you are.
I'm gonna punch you square in the nose, I swear. Okay. Yeah, see, Amy doesn't like the smell either. So yeah, it's
Kissy kiss? Why so serious?
Because you're being a...
Go ahead, say it on a family friendly show.
Doesn't say anything on it. It was in a bottle. Okay, so so basically, it's a very long process. Denozoed again. Yeah, no kidding. You're gonna get it. I swear. So before we get into a whole lot of this, you know, we're always talking about why doTERRA is such a cool company to be associated with. And as I was doing some more research to kind of go over the other stuff that we already had covered in previous classes, I found something, and I don't know how many people know about this, but this year Somalia went through a horrible, horrible drought. Like, they've had 3 in the last 25 years. But this one was really, really, really bad. And basically, it's been so bad that, and I pulled up the article because I want to make sure I get these numbers right. There's 6.2 million people, which is nearly half the population of Somalia, are acutely food insecure, meaning they don't know where their food's coming from at this point. Part of that is because the livestock industry has been wiped out because they're losing livestock because there's no water to keep them alive. So, and then there's also been at least over 100 people have died just from stuff directly relating to the drought. So this is a really serious situation that's going on right now. Now doTERRA has actually been in Somalia doing a lot of different things, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But what they did is they raised and donated $117,000, and they sent it over there with big, huge, it was a food package. It had sugar, flour, rice, cooking oil, and dates. And
what were the dates?
Fruit dates, really. So, and then what they did is that helped to support like 4,000 families in 32 of the hardest hit villages.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. What good is flour if these poor people ain't got water?
That's a good question. I'm sure they figured that out too. I'm sure they brought water in.
They got a whole bunch of Deer Park in there.
Well, and they've got cooking oil. And, you know, so I'm sure they're figuring out ways to do that. Now, the other thing is that doTERRA in the past, you know, we've talked before about how doTERRA does co-impact sourcing. where they go in and they develop relationships with the actual growers. Well, frankincense is one of those where there's a lot of exploitation going on, and there's a lot of harvesting being done at times when it's really not supposed to be doing it. And so what doTERRA did is they got in touch with two of the sultans, and they put together a partnership directly with the growers. They deal directly with the growers. And what they've done is they've given them, not only do they give them prepayment of cash, but they also give them food as well. So they help to keep everything sustainable down there while they're doing, and then they also, a lot of times the women are the ones that do a lot of the sorting of the different grades of resin. And so they've made the area, made it where they can work without being harassed. They've also built 2 schools that teach over 400 kids. And the thing is that most of the time only the boys are educated. And doTERRA built 2 schools over there where they are having the girls educated as well. So the kids don't go out as much and do the harvesting. The kids go to school and are actually being educated, taught how to read, all of that cool stuff. Now, they have recently, because of this drought, they've shut the school down to use it for drought relief. So for them to have centers to be able to help all of these families, that's what they're doing right now. Also, because of the drought, they are sending scientists out to analyze the trees, to make sure what the impact is for those particular trees. They're going to see what the drought has done to the impact, the health of the trees, make sure that there's going to be a sustainable, resource for the frankincense. So, and then the other really cool thing, they've also done, like, they have a health clinic over there. They're going to put in a hospital. So doTERRA has really been, the thing is that we call the people that help with doTERRA that are, they're wellness advocates. And I love that name, advocate, because that's really what doTERRA is doing over in Somalia for all of these harvesters and the people that... Who? So anyway, enough of that heavy stuff. Let's talk a little bit about, I guess we could talk about the history. There's a lot of really cool history that goes with frankincense. Everybody knows about about Jesus and how there was gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Jesus. The beautiful child. Jesus. Will you please stop? I had to fight the internet last time. Now I gotta fight you? Because I will. I have no problem smacking you in the back of the head again today. Like, really. And it'll be, like, louder than the last time. And I won't unintentionally do it.
You gotta ask yourself, what would Jesus do?
Oh, Jesus is gonna smack you right upside the head if you don't watch out. So anyway, as far as the history goes with frankincense, Egyptians used it as a cure-all. There's even murals on the wall of Hatshepsut's
of what?
Temple. She was a Egyptian, what's the word?
Belly dancer.
No. She was an Egyptian queen. Queen Hatshepsut is her name. There's murals of frankincense, on the walls of her temple. Now, the other thing is, because it was in high demand from Europe all the way through to Asia, Southern Arabia became the hot spot for trading. And some of the earliest, and this I thought was really cool, some of the earliest records of camels being used, being domesticated, was for the transportation of the frankincense to be, transferred back and forth. So I thought that was pretty cool.
One hump or two?
It was used for embalming and also a bunch of burial rituals.
Ah, so McDonald's uses frankincense.
No, that would make the cheeseburger a lot more expensive. Also, another fun fact, Nero, who was a Roman emperor, burned an entire year's worth of frankincense harvest at his favorite mistress's funeral.
Yeah, I got my own opinion about that one. Must have been some good stuff.
Frankincense, before the mention of it in the Bible with Jesus, it was also used in Exodus to perform the sanctuary accompaniment of the meal It was also used as an accompaniment of the meal offering in Leviticus. And of course, it was used as an offering for baby Jesus. So there's a lot of different history involved with frankincense. Let's see. Now, as far as all of the properties go, oh my gosh, there's a ton of them.
Do you think Mary was really thankful for those 3 gifts, or do you think she might have been like, oh, thanks, but none of y'all brought a diaper genie, a pacifier, nothing like that?
I don't think they really worried about diapers too much. I mean, they were in a...
Come on now. Already.
The baby was in a manger.
I mean, in a manger.
So, as far as properties go, frankincense has so many properties. Does he know we can hear him? It has antiseptic properties, disinfectant, astringent, carminative, which means that it helps relieve gas. It's a cicatrizant, which means that it helps with cell regeneration. Cytophylactic, meaning that it also is generating new cells. Digestive, diuretic, which we were just talking about.
Means it makes you pee.
Yes. Emmenagogue, meaning that it will help with your cycle. An expectorant, it's a sedative, it's tonic, and uterine. So maybe the frankincense was there to make the diaper genie smell better.
So what I'm thinking is that since it helps with the cycle, right?
Mm-hmm. If you make another bicycle joke.
No, I wasn't going there, but I'll think on it in a minute. And you said it's also a sedative?
Mm-hmm. Meaning calming, not put you to sleep. Why? What, are you going to put me in a frankincense coma for 3 days?
Nope, just saying God knew what he was doing with that one.
Oh, Jay said he's got to get up early. Good night, Jay.
Good night, Jay-Bird.
Okay, so as far as all of those different properties, there's several different systems of the body. This basically helps with just about everything you can think of. There's a big, long laundry list of different things. But before we get into all that, I want to ask how many people here have used frankincense, and if you have, what do you use it for, and how well does it work for you? So while we're waiting on other people, why don't you share what frankincense does for you?
What does it do for me?
I don't know. What does it do for you?
I know it makes me so calm. I tell a telemarketer to call me back on Monday. I mean,
there you go. So I should start putting it in my husband's drinks. No. Waiting to see what everybody has
I
to
take
say.
3 or more drops of frankincense every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Along with my Kalupa and my lifelong vitality, which I forgot to take yesterday.
Copaiba.
That's what I said.
I can tell you haven't taken it. I really can. Okay, so Green Gables says she uses it. It makes his periods more regular. So Jennifer says she uses it on her skin. I use it. Okay, so Steve says he uses it to ease his moods when his TBI grouchiness kicks in. Amy says we use it for our dog. It helped with his seizures for a while. That's cool. I love it. It's great layered with my oils for migraines. Yes, that's a good application. You can use it for headaches. It's like Valium. So Woody says he uses it almost like a Valium. It calms him down.
I know. I think I took too much.
Look, you always do that. You end up turning a bottle up and you get like 50 drops in there. Now you're exhausted, aren't you?
I'm about to pass out.
Yeah, I bet you are. Okay, so Winter says I need to bathe in it if it helps with moods. Absolutely. This is great to help with, like, for a nice stress relief bath.
I don't know, Tim. Probably YouTube. We lost like 12 subscribers the other day. So they probably went through and...
Yeah, there's some crazy stuff going on with YouTube. Although we're fortunate there's 61 people in here. And I don't know, that may be because everybody was sharing it everywhere. But we've been fortunate to have a good turnout for classes lately. So, yeah, so you can put this in, like, with some... Epsom salt, and then put it in your bathtub, a nice warm bath. And this is definitely a tension or stress relief kind of bath. You can definitely relax with
what was in
frankincense.
my foot bath this morning?
You had melaleuca, lemon, and lavender. So yeah, he soaked his feet this morning for his, what were they calling it? I don't remember.
It's okay. Just keep going.
Your athlete's foot. Just hit the sub button again. Well, thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. So anyway, does anybody else? Let's see. I put a drop on my thumb and press it to the roof of my mouth. So yeah, Jason used to do that, but he's just gotten lazy now. So
No, it's because every time I remember to do my frankincense, I've already had to push Apollo off of me in the morning to get him off, and then I had to go do a whole bunch of stuff. I already took my morning how you doing, so.
So what you're saying is you don't wash your hands after you take your morning how you doing?
Nope. I go give Blaze a big hug, though.
Yes. So, Amy brings up a good point. I was going to cover that in a minute. Frankincense, the molecular compound structure of frankincense essential oil is so small that it's able to cross the blood-brain barrier, which means that it's able to pass through the bloodstream to get straight into the brain. You have a barrier in your bloodstream that doesn't allow certain things to go up into the brain to damage the brain. But this oil is so, the structure of it is so small that it's able to cross over that barrier and go straight to the brain, which is very important because frankincense is very good for brain health. Like, it's definitely good for memory and all different types of degenerative issues that can be going on with the brain, like with age and things like that. So, definitely, yeah, had a thrush. That's what it was. We're gonna call you Thrush. They're gonna have me going again. So anyway,
I can barely keep my eyes open.
So, and then the other thing is, it doesn't just go with, wake up, have some cold tea. Trench foot, Marines get it, all the Marines get it. The thing with frankincense also, and I don't know, is Grandma on a roll in here? I wonder if she's watching. She uses frankincense as well, and it helps her a lot too. This oil, not only will it carry into the brain, but it will also help with any kind of spinal cord tissue. It'll transfer into the spinal cord tissue. So that's another thing that it's very helpful with. Now, as far as other things with the brain that it's good for, it can help with, again, all of the different degenerative things because it has the property of being cytophilactic. The regeneration, cell regeneration, helps with any kind of degeneration that's going on in the brain. So, any kind of illness you can think of, and all the way to just memory issues. What's wrong? I'm missing parking on the street yesterday when I saw someone. Oh, Tim. Okay, I'm just wondering if it will work better on the kids than lavender. Lavender doesn't seem to help much with calming them down at night. Yeah, it might. Another one to try. Bergamot is another one that actually has some sedative properties as well. So that's another one you could try. It has a very pleasant smell. Let's see. So with the brain, the frankincense is anti-inflammatory because it's diuretic. It's going to be antioxidant, and it's regenerative. So this is an ideal oil for the brain itself. The other thing is that
my phone just turned off.
I know. I told you it was going to do that. This oil helps as an antidepressant as well. So that's another thing that's very important that we use it for here at the house, kind of keep everybody's mood up. It's grounding. It can help with distraction, confusion, even with hyperactivity and restlessness. So this can help, like, if you want to use this as part of your regimen in the evening time before you go to bed, you can diffuse frankincense to kind of calm the mood down. Remember what I said before, any kind of oil that smells kind of earthy, these are grounding oils, and frankincense is definitely one of them. And Amy says she used frankincense a lot while she was writing. It helped her to focus. So that's definitely a good one. Now, it's not just good for the brain. It's also good for the cardiovascular system because it's anti-inflammatory and it's regenerative, but it's also tonic. So it helps to keep the heart in shape when it's pumping. It helps with bleeding, blood clots, any kind of ulcers, vein inflammation, anything like that. This oil is good. Amy and Tim are going back and forth, aren't they? As far as
so you're saying this oil keeps my heart and helps my heart.
Mm-hmm. Keeps your heart healthy.
Because my heart races every time you get near me.
Oh. That is not funny.
No, that would have been.
God, it stinks still.
Motivate.
Stop. Okay. In your digestive system, frankincense is good for this because it stimulates. Now, even though it's a sedative, it stimulates the gastric juices in your stomach to help digest food better.
So it makes you fart?
No. It helps you get rid of gas, though. So,
how are you going to get rid of gas if you don't fart?
It helps. You know what I mean.
It's got to go somewhere. I'm just saying, it's not like it goes.
Well, it's like Apollo. It just goes. It just leaks out. It also helps with like diarrhea, bloating. It helps. It helps with like jaundice, liver-related issues, pancreas, anything like that because of its diuretic properties.
Diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
Diarrhea.
Right.
People think it's funny.
Gastric juices, that's a new one. Yeah.
So hot and runny diet.
Okay, enough of that. It also helps with the endocrine system. So like, oh God, this is about to be bad. So in the endocrine system, part of the endocrine system is the pituitary gland, which is responsible for growth. I love you, Amy. I so didn't plan that. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm waiting for the delay because it's coming. I can feel it. Anyway.
Our mods are pretty good. Just leave it be.
So, yeah, so this helps like with the pituitary gland. It helps with the pineal gland. Stop. The hypothalamus. So like with the with the pineal gland, you're talking about like your melatonin levels. The pituitary gland obviously is growth, puberty, and also your thyroid. So anybody, I think Laura was talking earlier that that she takes. I'm gonna die. She's gonna kill me. She takes frankincense for her thyroid. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Kitty does as well. She uses frankincense also. I'm a little scared the chat's not moving. Stop it, Jason. All right. So it helps with hyperthyroid, hypothyroid, and also with wound healing. Mama Cat says my thyroid is screwed up. Well, Mama Cat, talk to Kitty, because I know you guys talk a lot. Talk to her. I know she uses...
Salt breakaway!
She definitely uses frankincense.
Mama Cat just needs to go ahead and sign up underneath Kitty and quit playing around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think she will.
Quit talking about it. Just do it.
Well, I think she's still waiting on her hubby to...
Nope.
I'm
calling her out.
Nah. So, okay. So now, also the immune system. This oil is powerful when it comes to the immune system. And there have been some studies done, and even doTERRA has done some studies as well to show they've evaluated some cells to see how to see how well this oil does to support the immune system. So because it's antibacterial, it's also antimicrobial.
Yes, David. It should be.
Yeah, I think so. It helps with a number of things. It can help with the cold, the flu, even pink eye. I've heard of this being used to help with pink eye. The other thing is that frankincense is one of those...
Okay, Breakaway has a question. If it is healthy for hyperthyroidism, I would say it would help with...
PCOS too. And again, I don't know what PCOS is. Published studies, I'm sure there are some. I know Dr. Axe has a lot on his website. There's a lot of studies. I know also in the Modern Essentials book, there's a lot. Yes, there is on doTERRA's website. If you type into the search box, if you type in frankincense and scroll down, at the bottom there will be a bunch of articles and blogs. And there is a specific study that they did to show...
What's PCOS?
I don't know. I'm not sure. We've looked this one up before. and I can't remember. See, the thing is, we don't have. There you go. Polycystic ovarian syndrome. That's right.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Right.
So Amy says yes, it will. And also thyme and clary sage. And clary sage makes perfect sense because that's the woman's oil, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So breakaway, that's definitely. And Amy knows her stuff too. So thyme and clary sage also as well. Let's see.
Thank you, David.
Appreciate that. Did someone call for me? I love her. She's my fave.
It takes her about 2 seconds anytime you
I know,
over that.
she is quick.
She's like
It's
super
like, did somebody call me? Someone call for me. So, okay, so Mama Cat says that she has it as well. So, yeah. So that. I don't know where my eye went. Did she put some? I don't know. Anyway, most of this season, right? Yeah, I'll tell you, it's been rough, y'all. And it's supposed to be, the economy's supposed to be great, but a lot of people having some issues lately. So
yeah, we came back from the conference and no milking job.
yeah, that was kind of rough. So the other thing about frankincense.
Thank you, David.
That, oh, I guess he meant to put 20. It only did 2. Well, thanks, David. Appreciate that. 2 would have been fine.
Yeah.
Would have been okay. So the thing about frankincense is it also helps with zoonosis, which is any kind of infectious disease that can cross from animal over into human. So, you know, like we were talking about the whole tiger poop thing, that's one of those things. If there was some kind of disease that was in the tiger poop, it could be passed over to a person. That could be an issue. So, frankincense is a good thing to have for even a thing like that. What? Why are you laughing?
Because you're a dork.
No, well, I mean, it's true. It's an issue. So, like, things like anthrax, Ebola, histoplasmosis.
Everybody's going to die from Ebola.
Obviously, influenza, rabies, trichinosis, leprosy. I mean, there's so many toxoplasmosis. I mean, there's so many different diseases that can cross over from an animal into a human being. So frankincense is one of those that can add support to your immune system to help fight that stuff.
Zika?
Like the bird flu.
Swine flu.
Mm-hmm. So now another thing that frankincense is good for is allergic stuff. When you have allergic reactions, of course, you know, the big thing is an EpiPen, and that's a very quick save for that. But if there were a situation where that wasn't available and frankincense was, it's been known to help with like hives, and if your pulse is rapid.
My pulse is always rapid when I'm near you.
You're such a cheese ball.
I'm warm for your form, baby.
Are you kidding me? Will you please stop?
Why are you turning red?
We have talked about this. There are 2 forms of flirting, and only one of them is acceptable while we're in live stream.
You make me hot to trot.
All right. So, so as far as the immune system and also the lymphatic system, lymph system, it helps promote cellular health, but also apoptosis. We've talked about this before. This is like a sniper. So like a sniper doesn't just take sniper doesn't take an automatic weapon and just spray and pray, right? And a sniper usually hones in on his target and shoots directly at what he's trying to take out. Well, that's what apoptosis is. It targets just the unhealthy cells that are in the body and kills those cells. So the prospect of this oil in cancer situations is very promising, because it can go in and register the cells that are not good for the body and get rid of those. It also helps with other things if you look at Jason. Okay. So there's a lot of different implications as far as this oil goes when it comes to, are you kidding me? Type her and tell her that she has now definitely hurt our feelings. So it's really good for cell regeneration. And a good thing about that with cellular regeneration is that's why, and I'm sure that Green Gables uses it for her skin, because they actually use frankincense in a lot of
So that was Hope
anti-aging,
trying to call me on Skype.
Anti-aging stuff. The anti-aging blend that doTERRA has, they use frankincense.
So when she comes in here, call her a dork.
Everybody bust her.
So if she can't say it in front of the whole class, she don't need to be saying it at all.
Now the other thing...
Would you believe I was asleep? No.
Yes, I would.
No, I wouldn't.
The amount of stress that she's been under, I totally believe it. You saying it helps with libido? It definitely...
Why don't you answer that?
It definitely helps when hormones are not in balance.
You help me with my libido.
Did you get a hold of the Lang Lang? Did you get a hold of
You gonna get a hold of mine?
Stop! G-rated. Stop. Stop. We're going to have to delete this one. See, this was supposed to be the one to replace the other two, and now you're totally bombing it. Why are you doing this? Yes, programmed cell death. So what it does is it hones in on the cells that are not supposed to be in the body and gets rid of them. Let's see. It also helps to increase the leukocytes, which are the cells that defend the body against infection. So, Robin, is it expensive? Yes, it is. And part of that is because of the process that it takes to actually get the resin and then to turn it into the oil. It is definitely kind of expensive. It's I think when you purchase it retail, it's close to $100, like $93, I think.
How you doing?
But if you were to buy it wholesale, I think it drops down to like $70, somewhere around in there. And it's interesting that you bring that up. One of the cool things that's going on with doTERRA this month is they are promoting their enrollment kits. They're actually offering a 20% discount on some of their enrollment kits. And one of the enrollment kits is the one that I really love. It's the one that we got, which was the Home Essentials kit, and it has the frankincense, the full 15 milliliter frankincense bottle. So if you do the math, and I think normally it's like $275, but with the 20% discount, it's only like $220 this month, which is huge because
that's the enrollment kit.
Just the frankincense alone is almost half that. So that's really, really cool. So anyway, as far as the skin goes with frankincense, because of all the cellular regeneration properties, this is good for things like acne.
Robin, they have a good deal that they normally do in December too. You might want to mention with frankincense.
My memory doesn't go back that far. I can't even remember what they do. Amy, refresh our memory. I know it has something to do with, I think...
Well, she got to climb up the ladder to get to the keyboard. So
you are so mean. Yeah, I love the Home Essential Kit. It's got, how many oils? 6, 10? 10 oils. 4 blends, 6 just single oils. There's Steph. That's the one that you were supposed to talk to
From Hope.
when we get up.
Steph Martin
Family
Homestead. I need to speak with you privately. I understand you have a rat problem, and I have a proposition for you.
Ah, so it's free frankincense with LRP. Is that like a 200?
That's right. Yeah.
I can't remember.
It's the
It's not the product of the month, is it?
Yeah.
No, it can't be.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm sure Amy's typing it out right now. But yeah, so and the other thing too, a lot of us do when you get on an LRP program, you start earning your points. That's what we spent our first couple of rounds of LRP points with, was getting more frankincense. So, but
200 LRP, like I said.
okay, yeah. Yeah, so like how they were doing last month, I told you there was a 200, you did 200 LRP, you got
free bottle.
So yeah, so it's a free 15 milliliter bottle if you do 200 LRP. So what would really be cool is if you were to get enrolled this month, then you could set up your LRP for next month for that $200, and then you would,
No, you're not in trouble, Steph.
Then you would get an extra bottle of frankincense next month. So because you can't, when you first start out, you can't have your LRP right away. You got to set it up for the following month. Yep. So this would be a good time to get in, would be to go ahead and do it now, so that then
contact us by email.
Yeah. So
where's Kitty?
She's in here. She's been in and out.
I have not seen her post in a while.
Yeah, she's been in and out. Now, as far as the skin, like I said, frankincense is good for all different types of things. Acne, boils, cuts, wounds, damaged skin, poison ivy.
I don't think Kitty loves this anymore.
Shingles, even sunburn. Another good one is I got burned, and I get burned quite frequently with the oven, or when I used to work in, there she is, see? I used to work at Arby's, and so a lot of times we dealt with fryer burns and oven burns. Even like where you drop the bread in to toast the bread, so you'd have toaster burn. I mean, like, burns happen all the time. So what I use a lot for burns is lavender, and then I layer it with frankincense, because the lavender, ooh, that is not lavender. That is lavender. Ooh, you missed. So I'll take. Jason, I need your email, please. I think Kitty just put it up there, didn't she?
Anything for Lyme's disease.
Yeah, this one.
Big Bear Farms at hotmail.com.
Frankincense is good for Lyme disease.
Big Bear Farms at hotmail.com.
What about metabolism? So for metabolism, the metabolic blend is really good. That's for for doTERRA. It is the Slim and Sassy is the name of it. If you go in Australia, I think it's Smart and Sassy.
Ooh. I'll be your Slim and Sassy.
Here, get the rest of it. There you go. That was some lavender too. Maybe it'll make you chill out. You don't smell anymore, so.
Back lots connection.
Lost connection. I use helichrysum for burns. Problem with helichrysum
is it costs a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
See how I did that?
Helichrysum.
Hella costs a lot.
Yeah, it's that. Helichrysum's way more than. Helichrysum's way more than.
Now, she asked for my email address, Kitty. See, if you'd have been in here paying attention.
You leave her alone.
No, I have to pick on her.
I love my kitty. Leave Kitty alone.
You've been in here paying attention.
What did I feed him? I know, right? I don't know what's wrong with him. So anyway, the frankincense works really well to help the skin when it's healing,
It's the
to
beaver
heal
moon.
back, well. And I've had several burns when I was at Arby's that should have turned into scars that didn't, because I did frankincense and lavender on them. They also help with like rashes, any kind of skin disorders. Stretch marks is another one. Chicken pox, if you have any kind of scars, like chicken. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the beaver moon.
Yes, I told you.
Oh, she's asking what is the beaver moon, I guess. Okay, so here comes the limbic system. This is the other reason why we really like frankincense here at our house. So the limbic system, and we talked about this last week. We were talking about the oils that we use for emotional support, for mood management. And the limbic system is in control of all that. And one thing that I learned last week that was really, really, really cool is that there are more neurotransmitters in your gut than there are in your brain. So if you're fighting stuff with mood issues, a lot of times fixing your gut will help a lot more than trying to fix your head. So we try to combat both. But with the frankincense, because it's an antidepressant, it's calming. It can help with things like any kind of PTSD issues, abuse, trauma, amnesia, any kind of like obsessive compulsive issues. A lot of these different things help. A lot of these different things can.
Yeah, I just got it. I was just reading it.
It is the big bear moon tonight.
I'd like to show you my big
Will
moon.
you stop? So, okay, so as far as mood goes, that can definitely help with that. I must have missed that one, Kitty. I'll get that taken care of tonight. I'll fix that tonight. So now as far as muscular stuff goes, frankincense is also good for like fibromyalgia, inflammation issues, neuralgia. It's another reason why we use it. It's good for nerve pain, nervous tension. It's also good for just anything muscular. This helps with as well. Now, with the nervous system, I think Jatan was talking earlier. You can use frankincense to help with like headaches. Helps with migraines. You can use like frankincense and lavender and peppermint together, layered, for headaches. It also helps with nerve degeneration as well as the myelin sheath. It helps to Miley Cyrus. Yeah, it helps to help rebuild the myelin sheath. Let's see. As far as men's health goes, this helps with prostate health and also imbalanced hormones. With women, it helps with ovarian cysts. We talked about heavy menses, preeclampsia, endometriosis. So, yeah. So this is a good oil for men's and women's health and just health in general. So Amy says 1 drop of frankincense under the tongue helps with migraines. So I've never had success with that for my migraines.
Well, Stephanie Martin, Family Homestead, says frankincense, lavender, and peppermint in a roller ball
Yes.
helps with Brad.
I'm assuming she was saying bad.
Shush.
For bad tension.
Are amazing for Brad tensions. So I guess Brad
wonder
is
who
her
Brad
husband.
is. I don't know. No, she said stupid autocorrect.
I know.
Head.
I wasn't trying.
Head tension, not Brad. She must know a Brad. Okay, I love you, Wobbin, so much, but I think I'm going to go to bed. I'm super tired. Yeah, you guys have a real big day tomorrow, so get some rest so that you can
I'll be texting you like every 20
take
minutes.
care of John tomorrow. We definitely expect to hear
Progress reports.
some progress reports, yeah. Okay, so we're almost done. We'll wrap it up here in a little bit. As far as respiratory health goes, this is, I talked about how it has the properties of being an expectorant. So this is good for bronchitis, wheezing, shortness of breath, whooping cough, pneumonia, laryngitis, all of that stuff. As far as skeletal goes, there's another good thing. Frankincense is good for joint health. So any kind of issues with your joints, it's going to help with that.
What kind of issue? Oh,
like arthritis.
Not that type of joint.
No. That's Copaiba. No, I'm just kidding. Lower back pain, bone spurs, RA, sciatica, anything like that. I will also film any fun drunken moments. And then the final thing, again, we were talking about like emotion and mood management. This helps with anxiety, a lot with anxiety, and helping with a lot of the different emotional stuff that can be an issue. It helps it's definitely one of those for mood management. It's a good one for that. So that is all I have to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that. Does anybody have any questions?
Long bata.
Yeah. Good for the long butter.
This is the time where we open it up for a question and answer session.
Oh, Lordy. So, yeah, everybody keep John and Cherish in your prayers tomorrow. Yeah, they got a rough... Hopefully their rough road will start becoming more smooth here pretty soon. Anybody have any questions?
Anyone? Well, we got like a minute delay.
Bueller?
Robin, I love your oil glasses. Thank you for doing them.
No problem. Migraines, you take a drop before it gets bad, or can you take a drop while you're suffering? That's a question for Amy. It doesn't work for me.
As soon as you feel it coming on.
Essential oils are awesome from what I'm learning from your streams, and I'm in love with the breathe. Yeah, that breathe stick is a lifesaver. I'll tell you it. And if you like that, they have cough drops that are fantastic. How do you use it? You rub it on your neck, feet, etc. Yeah.
The blue
the answer
cream
to that
you
is
sent
yeah.
is torturing me. I need to get one out and try it.
The blue cream you sent is torturing me. I need to get one to try out. I have some samples, which reminds me, the last couple of weeks we have not been giving out samples. So maybe we need to give out a sample or two. Let's,
You said I'm not allowed to give out.
you have to catch a migraine as soon as you feel it coming. Best to carry a little vial with you. Yeah. So, yeah, I have not figured out a way. Well, I take that back. I need cough drops on a stick for kids. The thing with migraines, the only thing I've had somewhat help is the past tense rollerball. And that just cuts the edge off of mine. But I say that I haven't found anything. Most of my migraines come along with my cycle. And I have noticed when I use my Claricalm pretty regularly that I don't get them as often. So a lot of mine seems to be more preventative instead of reactive. So that's, I don't know how everybody else's migraines are, but most of mine are like that. How many drops for the rollerball recipe? You can do, I think it's 5. If you're doing the lemon, I mean not the lemon, if you're doing the peppermint and frankincense and lavender, you can do I think it's 5 drops of each, and then fill it up with 10 drops, and then put it in with the carrier oil. I use 10 drops. It's been a while since I've done a rollerball. Gosh, when was the last rollerball recipe we did? That was a arthritis blend, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And that was 10 drops. Let's see. Do you mix the oils with the carrier oil? Look, I used to not, but I am starting to find out that the oils they work much better. You get much more of a surface area coverage when you use it with the carrier oil.
Explain that.
doTERRA has a really good set of oils that are their touch oils, and what they've done is they've taken the oil and then put the fractionated coconut oil in there, so it's already set to be used with the carrier oil, and it helps with evenly distributing the oil so that it mixes together well, and it covers more area on your skin. Or like if you're doing if you've got a tension headache and you put that in there and rub that in, then obviously it's going to spread better and cover more area. So that's good.
Suburban wants to know,
are there any oils that you should not diffuse? What do you think?
Yes.
Like what?
Oregano.
Jason does not like to diffuse oregano. Now, I have diffused it before.
But it kills the crap. When you do it, don't be in the room.
Yeah.
Because it kills the crap out of some mold.
Yeah, it's, I don't really know of any that you don't diffuse.
We had issues with our one dryer not letting the stuff go out through the vent, and Blaze kept getting mold in his room. And so we diffused the oregano in there, cleaned it all up, and he hasn't gotten mold since.
Yeah, it kills that.
Of course, we also bought a new dryer.
Well, and it smelled like an Italian herb garden in his room for a while. But oregano is very, very, it smells like your house will smell like lasagna. Yeah, and it's very strong, so it doesn't take much. It's just like if you ever cook with essential oils, you definitely want to be careful to not overpower your recipe with oregano. You need, with oregano, cilantro, a bunch of these, you would do well to have wooden toothpicks that you can just barely drop. Put the toothpick down into the bottle and then stir that toothpick, and you will think that that's not going to do anything, but it is.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
1 drop of cilantro will take over your entire recipe, even if you have a huge mixing bowl. It'll.
Kind of like when I met you. You took over my whole brain. I didn't think about any other woman.
I know. Hey, Dr. Purple. What's up? And so we have a new one. This is Louisanne Therapy Gardening. That's cool. She says her first time. Welcome.
Welcome.
So does anybody have a good oils story that they want to tell? Something that's worked really well for them? I'm interested to see.
I got one, but I can't tell it.
Why not?
Because it was right after you diffused lang-a-lang in your hot bath.
Are you serious? Such a cheese ball.
That was a good night.
You're a cheese ball. Is the home kit on discount till the end of the month? Yes, ma'am, it is. Till the end of November. It's a good deal because oh, she's a good friend of the Cases.
She's
Awesome.
a good friend of the Cases.
Yeah.
Any friend of the Cases is a friend
Meal
of ours.
planning, listen, that's awesome. What's our favorite dinner? What's your favorite dinner? I like lasagna rolls. Yummy. We had tortellini soup tonight. It was really good. Whatever. I loved it. It was over the fire. It was good. I'm multitasking on 2 live chats. I don't hear it.
Alright, good job.
Yeah, so past tense does help. It comes in a roller ball. It does help take the pain down. It doesn't take it away for me anyway, but it does help get the edge off so that I can function. I use
I
it
know
a
you
lot
didn't
at work.
ask me what my favorite dinner was.
Yeah, what's your favorite dinner?
Really? Everybody, tell my wife of 12 years
Hey, bandana grandma.
what's my favorite dinner.
Tacos, really? You're a cheese ball. Something else besides tacos.
There's nothing else besides tacos.
Yes, there
except
is.
for you.
I don't make good tacos.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, I don't. My son just had croup. We did oregano breathing treatments, steam bath twice a day, and he got over it in 2 days. Look, that's awesome. Ladessa came to me last night, and she, let me read that before I, Robin, lavender. Let's see, cedar, cypress, and wintergreen for cramps and sore muscles. That's a good mixture, Susan. I bet that works really good. Is there a grouping just for cooking? No, but I mean...
Hold on. There was a way to slow down the chat.
Enable slow mode. Let's see. Is there a grouping just for... it's not, dear. Let's see. Just for cooking. No, but basically any of the ones that you're familiar... Like, there's lemon, there's lime, grapefruit... I was trying to read the rest of those.
There wasn't nothing else up
Yes,
there.
there was.
Hey, Nunda.
Mm-hmm. I just want to look. Spaghetti is Tim's favorite.
Spaghetti is good.
So one of the things Breakaway was saying was like oregano. Oregano is really good for immune support. And you better stop. Leave Lost Dude alone. Oregano, doTERRA has an oregano touch, which is the roller ball with the fractionated coconut oil, which is awesome because oregano is a hot oil. So you have to...
Not as hot as you.
You have to dilute it anyway. So this makes it really nice because you can have it already mixed up and set so that, like for instance, my daughter last night came to me and said, I'm starting to feel sick. So I said, okay, go get the roller ball. And she took the oregano roller ball, put it on her feet. She woke up this morning and she's like, I feel awesome. I said, okay. And then also,
Hello, bandana grandma.
we also got the Breathe as the touch, which has this fractionated coconut oil, and she was able to put it on her throat and even up underneath her nose, and it didn't like burn her because it had the coconut oil in it, and it worked really, really well for her. So yeah, oregano is a very, very strong oil. It's very effective, especially with your immune system. Somebody's tired. Oh my goodness, baby, what's wrong? Too much frankincense. I'm gonna tuck you in. You can go to bed.
Promise.
Hello. That is awesome. I'm so putting oregano on the kids' feet tonight. Yes, so make sure though that you use a carrier oil. You gotta make sure you put the carrier oil on there. And I even like, I won't put as much carrier oil on mine because my feet get cold very easily. And so
And then they end up right on my butt.
I won't dilute it as much. And so it keeps my feet warm, which is nice. Jaton says, I have the Breathe Touch, and my daughter who gets sick a lot yeah. And that it works really, really well. That Breathe, a lot of these different ones that they're doing that are touch, that have the fractionated coconut oil in them, is a really smart idea for them to do, because it takes the guesswork out of diluting the oil to where it needs to be diluted to still be effective. So that's another cool product that doTERRA's come out with, that we're one at a time. I'm starting to knock out each one of them. Yeah, do not use that straight. 10 drops of carrier oil minimum for each drop of oregano. Yeah, I usually put, like, I tell people about almost like a quarter size, and I used to do it with just lotion. I would just get regular lotion.
Puts the lotion
and
on
then
its
put,
skin or it gets the hose again.
And then I would put like 1 or 2 drops of oregano, and I would rub that together, and that would go on both feet. So it's very effective as far as immune system stuff goes. Whenever one of us gets sick and starts, whatever it may be, throwing up, diarrhea, whatever, the rest of us usually get oregano to the feet, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you all right?
No, you got some of my back.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else have a good story? Wholesome Root says, I love Breathe. Hey, Nicole, what's up? Say hello to Nicole.
Hi, Sharkbait.
Hello. You drink on my tea.
Hey, y'all want to see a picture Carol Ann took? Carol Ann took that picture.
Are you bragging again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She also took this picture.
I love that picture of Ladessa. She was playing around with the different filters with her camera. So is oregano the best thing for breathing? No. No, so like peppermint, eucalyptus, a bunch of those help to open up the airways for breathing. doTERRA actually has something called Breathe that helps with opening up the airways, and it works really well on any kind of like respiratory issues. Copaiba is also another one that has been helping a lot of people with respiratory issues as well. What are you doing?
I'm showing everybody Carol's pictures.
Oh.
They can look at the pictures and ask you questions.
Okay. Any other questions? Yeah, I love the pictures. We do too. It's pretty cool. We're diffusing Breathe tonight. You know what? I put Breathe in. So, because Carol and Ladessa were both complaining about breathing stuff last night, I went ahead and put Breathe in our diffuser before we went to bed, and I woke up feeling great. I put Sweet Orange in my tub tonight. What's that good for? That's more of an invigorating kind of thing.
Yes, Kitty.
Yes.
Yes, Kitty, I did. It was kind of getting away from us.
You can probably do. Love the cow photo. You should see, Amy, when we played around with the filters and did it in black and white, that picture is awesome.
The bomb dog.
Yeah, I love it. That one is really good. What? What did she say? It was on my head? I look like a cow. That's funny. Look, wait, see if I can do it. Wait, I gotta go this way. Okay, now I'm a cow. Anyway, moringa oil seems to be picking up speed as a carrier oil. Has anybody tried it? No, hadn't tried it. I'm diffusing Holiday Joy. So are we. I want to try the Holiday Peace. I haven't ordered it, and I don't know if it's going to be. You know, an oil for Parkinson's. Frankincense is one. Definitely frankincense. I want to say, I think that's the number one for Parkinson's. yeah, frankincense, and also there's a couple of blends that that doTERRA does. But frankincense is definitely one to look at. Let me see something. Let me see. Go ahead and speed the chat back up. Baldy looks like he was delicious. He is delicious. He's absolutely, definitely delicious. What are you? Which one is that? Oh, that's the, yeah, that one. Her grasshopper pictures were pretty cool. So there's a lot of people have been taking moringa. We have not taken that yet. So that's one I've heard a lot about. Let's see. Oh. All right, we sped the chat back up. So hopefully it'll start rolling again. They see me rolling. So yeah, Carol takes some pretty awesome pictures. And I'll tell you, as far as the testament goes, for somebody or testimony of an oil that works, and I'm sure some of y'all have heard me already say this, but Clary Calm, Carol is definitely at that age that Jason doesn't want to talk about, but where the emotions are up and down all the time. And we can see a definite difference when she starts to get a little emotional. We can hit her with some Clary Calm, and within minutes she levels out. So that, and I don't know if it's the smell or the aroma part of it, or if it's the actual oils themselves, the properties that are helping. But whatever it is,
you guys want to see more?
Whatever it is, it helps a lot with her. Let's see. Yeah, Carol has an eye. She sees some things that most people don't really see. I love the canopy. Whenever, good night, Howard.
Night, Howie.
That's a little out of focus. It's hard to tell when we're looking at the
That's
little
because she's
thumbnails. I love all the grapes.
It's not out of focus.
It kind of looks out of focus.
You're out of focus.
You're out of focus. So, alright, so it's 22. I sent that picture through Messenger for you. Hit her with it is an accurate statement. Yeah, you almost had to with her, because now she kind of gets to this point where she just gets downright ugly, and I have to put it on my hands and then just grab at her. Good night, Nanda. That's a boatload of grapes, is what he was trying to say.
Somebody about to have me go to Hawaii.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh. Yeah, the light coming through. There's so many, like with the grapes and stuff, that just she captures so many different things over there. The exposure is pretty cool. She plays around with a bunch of different settings on the computer, on her camera. And we were talking about this last night. She's self-taught. She's pretty much gone and looked up a bunch of different stuff. And she like I said, she sees things a lot different than the rest of us do. So, okay, now see, that, see, everybody, see how Aloha, that's Mel Namiki Roberts. That is Aloha Coil's wife. That is the she of Aloha Coil. Good night, Tanya. Anyway. Okay, well, seems like if we have a lot of people who are kind of ready to leave for the night, I wouldn't mind us getting off of here a little early. Because I think you and I are both a little tired after the weekend we've had. Oh, hi, me. Yeah, she definitely has an eye for pictures. Trying to see. Oh, that was all their fun posing that they did. Those are all the new ones that she just took. Hadn't had a chance to go through all those. I love all of those with the... I have to go through all the ones that she's taken and look at those. Anyway, just a reminder. Oh yeah, Part-Time Permies is doing a live stream tonight, to give away a video to celebrate their 500 subs. Now this one she set up her camera for that one. Oh, Nicole said she gets her permanent teeth tomorrow. That's cool. Cheeseburger time.
Gonna have to wait a little bit. Shark bait. We gotta get back on our feet again.
Pasta giveaway at Part-Time Permies. Yeah. Yeah, so she set up her camera for a timer with that one. That was pretty neat. She's pretty awesome when she's not freaking out. Alright. Well, if my mods, I guess Kitty, if you'll post one more time not the website, the email for the oils. If anybody has any questions or if you're interested in the enrollment kits, you can email me, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So Ginger says, I've just finished the ribbing for I have no idea how to pronounce that, type of hat. I can't do the color work and pay attention. Yeah. Good night, Ginger. We'll see you again soon. So if you have any questions about enrollment or any of the promotions and stuff that are going on this month, just email me. If you have any other questions about frankincense or anything like that, I'll be more than happy to help y'all. I hope everybody has... Allie said to tell you guys hi. Hello,
Aloha.
Allie. Aloha. There was something else that we were supposed to mention tonight. Oh! Hoodies. We're getting ready to do another round of hoodies, ordering hoodies. So I need, if anybody wants to order a hoodie, get in touch with me because I need to tell them what sizes I need. Because I am pretty much out of every size that I have.
David.
Yes, that's one of the grapevines that we trimmed in the video. So if you are looking to get a hoodie, send us a message and let us know what size you're going to need, because I need to turn that in here pretty soon to order another round of sweatshirts.
We need to know sizes by Thursday.
Okay, yeah. I know a lot of people are trying to get stuff in for Christmas, so if you are one of those people that want to do that, then yeah, definitely... Kiwi, I got yours. That's kind of what prompted the whole thing. I need to,
We don't have any more mediums.
Yeah, we don't have any mediums right now. So we're going to do that, but I need to know what other sizes people might need so that I can order appropriately. Because I have to order 12 in order to be able to get them. So, I just kind of need to. I think we'll probably just do larges and extra larges again, like we did last time.
And one medium.
And then a medium. Yeah. So, all right.
All right. Well, you guys got 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
So go get you some more sweet tea. Go potty. And then get ready to go over to Alderman Farms. Go over there and visit Tommy and Miss Patty.
Yes.
At Alderman Farms at 2100 hours.
So everybody's asking what the price are. They are they're $30 for medium, large, and extra large. And then when you get into 2X, they are $32. So so yeah, so that's how much they are. Do they run true to size? Yes. Jason wears a 2X in a t-shirt. He wears a 2X in a sweatshirt. I wear a medium. I actually ordered just large and extra large and 2X for the conference. And so I had a large and it was fine for me. It was a little bit big, but because I wear stuff underneath my sweatshirt, that was fine for me. So yeah, they are pretty much true to size. So...
Alright guys, so we're going to call it a night. Thanks for coming by. Hope you guys learned something about the essential oil frankincense.
Yeah. Yep. Jerry, do me a favor and email me at bigbearfarms@hotmail.com. And I'll make sure that I take care of that.
We love you guys. Remember, be kind to one another. You never know what that person may be going through at a particular point in time. They may have something on their mind. They may be just having a bad week, bad month, bad year.
Yep.
So remember, give them the benefit of the doubt. Always be kind to one another. Love on one another. Remember, also, do your part to reuse, repurpose, recycle. Keep stuff out of the landfills as much as possible. So then that way, our wildlife has a place to live.
And you have a place to hunt them.
There's that too.
I mean...
Do your part to help take care of this planet. Because she needs all the help she can get.
Yep.
Thank you guys for coming by the Big Bear Homestead. We love you. And we will see you on Thursday for Trap Talk.
Good night, y'all. Have a good
night.
evening. Have a great week.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. See you later.
Au revoir.
Hasta la vista.
Auf Wiedersehen. Even if Jason doesn't see any deer.
But I'm taller than Amy.